everybody. It's been a long time. um, so this feels like I haven't done this in a while. And truth is, I haven't, because it's been about 5 months since my last video, and I told myself that I was gonna stay so consistent with it every week. So this is a jump back into everything. Today I want to discuss a important topic, and today's topic is, well, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like the more you grow, the lonelier it gets? Because I have felt that so deep and so heavy before, especially when it's new and it's like a shift. It can be some of the most uncomfortable situations. But I want to tell you how I got through it and why it's so important for you to keep going. Because growth can feel so isolating, but it's so necessary for the next step in your life. So let's get into the discussion. If you're new here, my name is Larita Rose, and I talk so much about just life, improving our mindsets, and improving our lives to elevate to the next level, because it's so important that we do that in order to meet and continue to go towards our God-intended destiny. Growth can look like so many different things. It could look like picking up new habits. It could look like dropping bad habits, faith journey, like self-improvement, whatever it looks like. Most growth looks different than your norm. It looks different than what you're normally used to. My growth started when I started to actively seek God. Not saying that everybody was against me seeking God, because it wasn't that. But the certain things, the way my life changed, habits that I started to pick up, habits that I dropped because of my faith, that is where the growth kind of grew. Well, there were so many different little changes in my life where it was moving me towards where I want to go in life, which is, my faith journey. But it's still lifestyle changes that it really impacts my everyday. It really impacted my mindset. When your mindset shifts, you're going to see some changes in your relationships, in the people around you, because they know you for who you used to be. They know you so, especially if especially if it's someone close to you, they know the old you. They know your old habits. So when this new mindset shift comes into play, sometimes it can start changing how people see you, how they perceive you. It can start changing how they hang out with you. It can just start changing a lot of things. And sometimes it can change it real fast, where it's just like you feel like you can't even control it. It's just happening. And then what happens is you start to feel the distance. You start to feel the switch up. Like people aren't connecting with you like how they used to connect with you. You guys don't have the same things to talk about. And I felt so when I was going through my change, it made me feel like out of place. It made me feel like the conversation just wasn't the same. I started feeling like, dang, do I not fit in? Do I not fit in? And do people still think of me as someone they want to still be around? And so that feeling is just, it's like a really weird gray area to feel it, like to be in. Because it's like, you're not doing something that you're not supposed to do. This mind shift is a good improvement. It's going to elevate you to where you're really trying to go. So it's not something that is harming you. It's nothing that, if anything, this new mind shift change is really going to advance you to the place that you're looking to go. So why do I feel so out of place? Like, why does this feel weird? It feels awkward. It feels uneven to me. And so I had to really digest, wow, there are some people that I'm starting to feel a little distance from. Like, I don't want to say we're not cool, because you are cool, but it's just different. It's not the same. It's like, it just changed. It looks different. And so with that, it's like, dang, now I don't feel like I have my people. And when you feel like you don't have your people or your community, even though they're still around, but different, you can start feeling lonely. And if we are being honest, sometimes you can isolate yourself because you just don't want to feel awkward. You just don't want to feel forced, like anything is forced. And so that is exactly how I was feeling. I didn't want to make people feel weird, or I didn't want to make people feel like I was judging them because my way of life now is different, or that they have to do it too. Like, I just didn't want the friction or the confrontation because this is new to me. And like, when something's new to you, you kind of just want to protect it because you are trying to figure it out yourself. So like, you don't want to do something wrong in a way. At least that's how I was. I just didn't want to make people feel judged. I didn't want to make people feel like they had to do what I was doing, just because I was pushing myself to these new limits in my walk. So with that being said, there was just many times that I would reminisce on the old days, like the fun that I used to have, and like just some of the things that I used to think was harmless, I will still kind of like dibble and dabble in. And what I mean by that is, like, sometimes I catch myself still gossiping. Sometimes I catch myself still getting crazy, stupid, drunk. Okay, because that was my hardest one. That's like the hardest one still to this day, is trying to understand that there's a certain way that I want to walk. There's a certain way that I want to be. In order for me to be that, I have to make sure that I'm continuing to keep my mind and being intentional about what I'm thinking about and what my mindset is and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I just would still think about it though. And of course, as you think about the old days, you start to kind of go back. You start getting a taste for it a little bit. Like, you start being like, well, dang, it really wasn't that bad. Like, you know, just a couple more shots. Like, it's not that bad. Like, I used to do this 10 times worse. So what I'm doing right now, you know, it's not that bad. And so every single time that I will go back though, every single time that I would do things that I said that I want to change how I do this, I start to see why I said that in the first place. Why it's no longer for me in the first place. It's like having a bad ex, like a toxic ex, and you just keep thinking about the good days, the good times, the times when he was really acting right. And you go back just to find out why you left in the first place. So I had to make a decision. Like, am I doing this for real? Or is this a game? Like, am I really saying, like, look, I'm trying to make some changes in my life. I'm trying to show up excellent in everything that I do. I'm trying to make sure that I am doing certain things that are really pushing me to the level that I'm trying to go to. Am I serious about it? Or is it something that I can keep going back on? And so once I made that decision, like, okay, no, I'm serious about this, I had to embrace feeling lonely, to know that I'm not alone, to know that my people will come and I will attract the right people. I just have to stay down and do what it is that I said that I was going to do, and that I know is going to place me in better places, advance me into the areas, into the levels that I know that I can reach. So I had to first make that decision, like, yeah, this is not a game to me. This is so serious. It's like, I can't even tell you how serious. I couldn't even be more serious. I could be more serious. But I had to really make that decision and stop looking in the past. And what I mean by not looking in the past, I mean like really yearning for the past, yearning for for the people, the situations, the everything, the old habits. I can't. Maybe the things that it was giving me, like, I want to have fun. I can have fun with this new mindset. Find new ways to have fun. Like, if it was a comfort thing, find your new comfort in your new mindset. Like, those things, you could still say, I really want community. I really want to have fun. I really want to make sure that, you know, I'm comfortable with who I'm around. It's going to come. Those things are going to come. What I mean by not looking back is yearning for the things that that's no longer serving you. The life that no longer serves you. The mindset that no longer serves you. Don't look back at those things, because then it can really either pull you back, it can keep you in the same place that you're already in right now. And both those things is not getting you to the future you of who you're looking to be, and what you're trying to do with your life. And so you don't want to be stuck in the past. You don't want to be stagnant. So the only thing is to not look back, not yearn the past. And if you really want to take it biblical, and when I heard this story about Lot's wife, when I was younger, I used to always think, like, she turned into a pillar of salt. Like, okay, what does that even mean? But as I started to read the Bible for myself, And I seen that, Jesus was telling us to remember Lot's wife when he's ready to elevate us into new life. When Lot and his family was leaving Sodom, she turned around, most likely yearning her own life, thinking about her old life. And what happened to her? She turned into a pillar of salt. You looking back, yearning your old life is only going to make you salty and stuck in the past. And I'm not trying to be salty about nothing, not a thing. I'm trying to make sure that I feel great. I feel excellent. Everything that I'm doing, I know that I'm happy, I'm at peace, and that is how I want to live my life. I don't want to be stuck in the past, stagnant, salty about some old stuff, and, kind of just salty I'm not where I want to be. I don't want that for myself. And so I knew at that time, loneliness comes with growth. And it's not forever. It's just that weird buffer period where you're just figuring things out for yourself. Something's new for you. And it comes with it. And I stopped looking at loneliness as punishment, but a reward to know that I'm actually progressing towards the person that I'm looking to become. There are people out there that are aligned with my new level. My community, my people, they're out there. You hear people even in marketing say all the time, like, don't worry about who isn't buying your product. Worry about who is buying your product. It's the same thing. You need to focus on who is for you. Your time, your people, they will come. So growth is super important. And so I just want you to do the same thing that I did, which was basically take loneliness sometimes as growth and an opportunity for you to do your internal work in private, alone, you and God, just doing the internal work, doing the mindset shifts, figuring out what is for you, what isn't for you. You're able to do the work, the real rebranding, if you will, in that buffer area. So then you can start fine-tuning who you are, what you want to be, what you want to say, how you want to think, and it'll start attracting the people that are meant for you, that are meant for me, So that's how I did. I made the decision that the past lifestyle no longer serves me, and switching my mindset to know that loneliness is a part of the process. It only means that I'm doing something right. And it gives me the opportunity to perfect my mindset, my everything. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope today you make the decision to really stop yearning the past lifestyle. Still want the community, still want fun, still want those things, but on your new level. Know that those things are coming to you. Know that you're still deserving of that, and you will get that. You just have to keep going, even in this lonely period. You and God, hustle that out and continue to try to become the person that you know that you want to become. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I plan on doing these so much more consistent. 5 months won't see me. You guys will see me more than 5 months. Unless there's something, like I promise, even if it's just a hello, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to make sure I show my face, because this is really important to me. I won't stop until I get it right. And also, too, something that I'll be talking about is I'm a mom. I am a girlfriend. I am a business owner. And I know that it comes with a lot. Sometimes it can just feel overwhelming and you don't get everything that you want to get done, completed. But I've been finding so many great things and great tips and tools to help me really accomplish what I want to accomplish, like systems, which I'm going to create a system, which I already actually did create a system for content creation for like YouTube, longer form content, not just short content. And so you will definitely be seeing more of me, my content. We'll be having more conversations, different type of conversations. And yeah, I'm just so excited. So I hope I looked right, because if I didn't, oh well, it's getting posted. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.